War. Greetings, commanders. War echoes through the galaxy tonight. FBI DOM. Quarterfinals, Galactic Battle, Season 10. DOM is one of the favorite English community guilds out there, and they are facing off against FBI. An old favorite, 66 in bingos, powerhouse guild, always a contender. FBI, really the old guard, always good to make it to the Final Four. Absolute monsters. 2 super players, followed by a dozen high-level max leadership comm generals, and Dom, the predominantly English-speaking, but also has an Asian influence, captained by Rookie, with more community members than I'm going to remember to rattle off tonight. Our resident Galaxy Princess, London's Fog, should be there tonight. Her Prince, Monkey 4. We'll have Brabe, Splinter. Oh, the list goes on. I'm sure when the match goes off, I'll start rattling them off. But their work is cut out for them. No doubt about it. Tonight, boys and girls, this is the best match of the round of 8. This is the one to watch. We should be kicking off here in just a couple of minutes here. Let's get a time check. 4:56. 4 minutes to go. It's going to be a doozy. What do we expect to see in tonight's match? Well, what do we expect? One thing's for sure. We're going to see aggression. It's a 6-hour match, but really, the first to take a base starts the clock. 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, if you hold it, you clear the vision of that side. Now your guild can see the enemy's quarter of the map. They reveal a quarter of the map, and now your team, if you lose it, have to go to the other side of your half of the map. Because offense is so well favored, I almost expect both sides to go. Now remember, when this match starts, there is going to be a positioning period. Let's go ahead and jump into the proper screen here. The guilds are going to join into the match, and then they are going to wait. I think it's a 5-minute wait now. 5-minute wait. Yeah, 10-minute wait. Excuse me, Magnum PI said out in the chat that there is a 10-minute wait. So it's going to give them time to posture up. In Galactic Battle Season 9, the matches would just start when the time began. People would load in, and the fires were blazing. Bombs were going. Ships were jumping. Now, everyone gets time. Settle in. Get in position. Build your formations. Hurry up. And wait. That's what happens now. Proper formation. One of the many rolling upgrades, increases, patch fixes we've got. Speaking of rolling, patched up or fixes, T12 defense troops now properly reduce tear space damage. This is big news. That's actually quite a bit of damage to mitigate, especially in tear space builds. The Elf, Rogers, Reinhardt kind of guaranteed hit tear space troop builds. Not really meta changing, just kind of a fix on the fly that wasn't properly notified. We'll get into more of that later. So, going back to the battle. It's gonna be a blitz. I expect FBI to come out swinging. They should have the biggest players in the guild. Dom is no slouch, but Bingo and 66 carry a heavy load. Also not known for their best tactics. They have been dismantled by more organized guilds in the past. So we'll see if Rookie and company, Dom, can bring their game plan, hopefully defend their bases long enough to let their bigs hold down their strongholds and be able to cycle commanders in and out to reset those timers. 10 seconds to clear an army with 80 players on the field. If everyone sends a weenie to the base, you can give yourself an easy 7-10 minutes of just bullshit time, as long as you don't lose too many battles. Okay, I've got to be careful. Don't talk too much. 4:59. Let's check the timer. Here we go. On the left side, Dom versus FBI. Did everyone get your melt mugs tonight? I had recently had a baby soon. Oh, start the clock. 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, that wasn't very eventful. It doesn't take you right in. There we go. Dom versus FBI. 6-hour timer. Let the ships fall in. The one thing I wish I could do is zoom out. I can't. This is as far back as I can go. All right, over here and over here. These are the vision towers. They will give you vision all the way up to next to your opponent's stronghold and next to your stronghold. You do have to get to them and jump one more to have vision of that enemy stronghold so that you can attack it. You can't attack something you can't see. If you already attack something and then you lose vision, as long as your army's already marching, you're okay. It's a top versus bottom, fog of war. If you're on the top, it's top versus bottom with fog of war. So your guild's on the top half, you can't see the bottom half. There is a point system, right? Rangers score points every 7 to 10 minutes. Should be 10 minutes. I'm sorry, not Rangers. Ark Hall level scores points. NYC joined FBI. These are there's a lot of data I get. I don't write it all down all the time because, well, I'm constantly moving. So, yeah, okay, we'll get it. So if that's true, then that means Hot Wheels and GAN. Is it Hot Wheels? Okay. That might be one of the bigs. Oh, let me see. Let me double check my numbers here. There's no commas here. That's not one of them. Oh, Dr. James is here. Oh, boy. Dr. James. I don't remember his resident guild. 1.5 billion. What? Okay, well, he decided to grow a lot of power. He's at 1.5 billion now. Dr. James, obviously a big ship. Oh, man, they've got their work cut out for him. I didn't realize Dr. James was going to be here. 1.5 billion power. What is Rookie's power? The biggest player in Dom. Is he 1.3 billion? All right, ships are still flooding in. Top versus bottom. Dom is going to be on top. They are the enemy red color. Okay, USG Ishimura, one of my original guildmates. I talked to Fat Cat. He's a member of Dom. We were talking to, a couple days ago. We'd mentioned I saw USG Ishimura. There's Gangaji. Look at Gangaji, guild leader of Dom, hiding out real quietly. 300 million power, laying low. He'll be probably calling out most of the orders. Fat Cat kind of said that he is in charge of orders, but a little bit of people call it out to kind of call orders on the fly as needed. ARP is saying Rookie is 1.5 billion. Oh, I just got to say hi to chat. Hey, chat, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining, huh? Galactic Battle Night, Thursday night, round of 8, live on YouTube. This is sick. Oh, this is so sick. We've come a long way, boys and girls. We published our first video on the Ark of War official YouTube channel. They're starting to put out some of their marketing content there and bring on other content creators. So a lot's going on in the Ark of War universe. More Tier 12 has come out. More Commanders have come out this month. A lot of big pushes have been going on from the community and the game to keep growing, right? And that was my big concern 2 months ago. It's like, is this game a sinking ship? And the answer is if it is, you wouldn't know it because they're still fighting like crazy. The players are still fighting like crazy. People are still pushing for innovation, and we're getting it. So it's exciting. It's just it's an exciting moment as a game player to know that the game is still growing and getting bigger. And there's new pioneers and frontiers. New pioneers on the frontiers as it opens up. Big Skillet here, 300 million power player. He's a YouTube content creator. You can check out his channel. He's been putting out a lot of good stuff lately, really high-level stuff. Really good content as well. Really well-built, good mic, good video. Brabe is here, as I mentioned earlier. What's our timer looking like? 5:03, so we got a few more minutes of prep here. Did we decide an emoji for the Galactic Battle? I see Mike throwing out the whale farts. I see Crouton Bombs here. Crouton Bomb letting us know that fire's here. All right. Who else do we got? Let's see. Uh-oh. Do I need moderators? I think we got moderators. We're okay. All right. Let me know if moderation gets out of control. Remember, guys, we try to keep chat civil. And we don't try to get too nasty with it, right? This does permanently stay on YouTube, so down payment. Magnum P Identity $10 says down payment on my meme time later. Meme title. That's right. Later tonight. Look at this guy trying to bribe me. We're gonna film meme review for tomorrow's video. Bribery doesn't work, but it's well appreciated. Well appreciated. Nothing
Magnum
works.
Pi has just donated $10 through Super Chat. Down payment on my meme title later.
What have you done? What have you done? Now you can't win because then people are going to think I'm in cahoots and it's unfair. People that donate to meme or the live stream win meme review. No, people know. I am fair. I would say I'm lawfully neutral when it comes to handing out the title. When it comes to meme review, the best meme wins. That's it. How I feel at that moment. Don't care who you are. Don't care how many you've won. That meme, that moment. Usually it's pretty obvious when a meme wins. Sometimes it's really close. And sometimes I'm in a weird mood. So sometimes weird memes win. I look back and go, was that really the best meme that week? You know what? We've got 5 more minutes until the battle kicks off. I'll go into that in just a second. I just got to say, though, doing this live stream, obviously drinking coffee at 5 p.m. at night is strange, but new baby, right? So I'm taking the morning shift, midnight shift, so I got to sleep through the day, be up all morning. I actually don't have to. Baby is super healthy. Mommy is super healthy. Everything is going better than we expected. But as a safety precaution, one of us is staying awake all the time just because we can, right? And use your sick leave or paid leave, family leave, and make sure no acts of crazy nature happen to the baby. One eye on the baby all the time. So anyway, we're doing that for right now. Loving that. A little bit weird on the scheduling, but it's totally worth it. And yeah, so a little coffee late at night. It's nice to be drinking out of the official Melt Ark of War mug. For any of you guys that signed up for Patreon in the last month, I will ship your mugs out probably next week. Now that baby's here, now that I'm safe and back in my routine, I will get your mugs out. I promise. Thanks for being patient. Okay. Let's see. Passing. Look at Serenity saying meme winners passing money under the table. That's the real secret, guys. That's the real secret. Bribe for your wins. Oh, London's Fog's here. Guys, put on your best face. All right. It's good to have you, London's Fog. Welcome to the stream. Are you going to be getting into tonight's trouble, or are you staying back? Tonight's going to be nasty. There's no doubt about it that just being present on the battlefield is an absolute danger. These players can zero you in a matter of seconds. 10, 20 seconds, you can be hit by 3 max leadership comms back to back to back, especially if they have vision. So whenever you lose a stronghold or whenever players start jumping, you got to be real careful. They can zero off 20 million Rangers in less than a minute. And then you've got whatever your army is, Damascus of healing. Could be years, could be 10 years of healing. This is a high-stakes game. The ships in this game, I didn't really cover that, on the FBI side of the battlefield alone are going to be in excess of probably 15,000 to 500,000 apiece. Each ship, that's the money they've paid to have them. Not to mention years of gameplay, studying. It's like a student loan. You just, at least you don't have to keep paying on it. You already paid it up front. London's Fog says, I fight without my crown. It's a tiara, right? It's a tiara. Princesses get tiaras. New mouse pads, awesome. Kevin Griffin probably got his Lilith mouse pad, the Rain mouse pad. That was last month's 3-month gift. There's ongoing gifts in Patreon if you keep up with it. I just keep mailing out whatever I build and make for the gaming channel, so that's always fun. It's $15 a month. Join in. It's a good time. Trust me. Helps the channel. Gets new stuff out there. Raptor saying, just give me an EXO a shout out. Exo Stalker and Serenity here. Also, top couple of the Ark of War community. Raptor might be the original Raptor. It could be. What guild was I in when I was playing that one account? I had a Nemesis account, and I was playing with Raptor and company. Might be the same Raptor. Okay. Hey, listen, open mouths get fed. You know, if I see it, I'll talk about it. But all right, we're coming down to the 1-minute mark till the match kicks off. Let's double check. Remember, we don't have a fully interactive playoff battlefield user interface yet. So when we want to learn data, we do things like this. We go back to the main screen, check the countdown timer, 50 seconds, the match goes off. Dom has more ships on the field. So Dom wins the proverbial kickoff. By having more ships on the field, you get more residual points every few minutes. Should be 5 to 7 minutes. Maybe it's 10. It looks like 7 minutes now. Point is that they have the point lead, which forces FBI on the offense. As I stated in the beginning, 25 seconds to go. Modern meta, both teams go on offense anyway. They just want to hold those strongholds. FBI is definitely going to be using that game plan, but there is 6 hours, so they don't have to. If they think they can hold a base against Dom and company, they may opt to let Dom attack them to demoralize them. Because if you're on the offense and you get shut down hard and you say, okay, that's not going to work, you know in the back of your mind that it should have. If you were going to win, you should have been able to be aggressive. But it's very expensive to be aggressive. So you only see that kind of play in the playoffs. You don't typically see it in the regular season, unless people are just kind of feeling it out. Long story short, battle's about to begin. Dom has opened up their right stronghold. They have a straight line going to it. So they're going to give FBI a lane to go for the stronghold. And then on the left-hand side, it looks like they are fully surrounding it. They are not... Wait a minute. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so they're also providing a lane to the left side stronghold. Looks like they're clearing it out as well. So they are maybe inviting FBI to lose a bunch of points. That would be a great strategy. Get FBI way behind in points. Take a point lead for yourself, demoralize them that way. And then 6 hours isn't that long. Hey, we used to do these for 12 hours. So to me, it looks like FBI is definitely going to go on the offense. There should be a group of sweepers. So usually you have sweepers, defense, and attackers, right? So the attacker's job is to get to the enemy stronghold, get reinforced by your defenders and your other attackers, and then attack the stronghold, okay? Then you have your defensive players who use their ships very effectively to build walls, barriers, jump back into places as people get knocked off. They are moving artificial barriers. And then you have your sweepers, your big players, your guys that can just jump their way around the map, start hitting players, bouncing ships, causing chaos, breaking up disruption. Generally, there's about 3 groups of activity that goes on in this. There are more, but that's a good way to start it off. Now, let's see who gets the first replay out there. All right, guys, roll the dice. It's a Fat Cat replay. Is it Rangers? If it's Rangers, we go to Fat Cat online and send him a trash talk. And it's not. We don't have to worry about... Well, I was about to say downvote this video, and I'm like, that's not really good. But, all right, Fat Cat gets his Rogers out. We just saw this Rogers on Zentown Heroes. This is huge, man. How exciting is that? The prophecy comes true. Fat Cat comes out with a Tier 12 replay. The Rogers we saw just the other day in his Zentown Heroes episode gets a huge point win over a Dragon Slayer. We'd love to see Dragon Slayer lose. And Dom comes out on top. We see one of the favorites from Dom. We see Dom themselves, and we see a point lead for Dom. This is a really good start for us. This is really good. Woo! All right, Soren, what's up, man? Doing good. Getting a little hyped up. We'll get Resistance rooting for FBI. Boo! Boo! I really shouldn't be partial against FBI. I've always enjoyed FBI's gameplay, what they bring to our game and our community. But if I have to pick a favorite, and I don't, I'm going to pick one. And that's Dom. Because the princess is there. Because Fat Cat's there. Because Brave and Splinter. Is Deranged there now? Or is he back in Win? Rookie's there. There's Gengaji's there. There's so many community members that have built this community, helped this channel, helped our game. I mean, really, our game is built of people that just help the game. There's not a lot of people who tear it down. But here we go, man. Here we go. Gan. Classic Gan replay, except... I say classic Gan replay. It's not. Gan's a Rogers main now? Probably not. He probably just has a Max Rogers. With max troops, do you guys realize that not only is Rogers the most expensive commander in the game, he costs like $400 to get, $400, $500. To get the maximum research is like another $150,000 to $200,000. To get a max army, even if you buy the resources at the cheapest, is still $20,000. If you pay retail price for those troops, it's more like... Oh, God, I used to have the math. It was $20,000 per slot. It was like $160,000, $120,000. Don't do math while streaming. Oh, God, it's just some of these armies are just so ridiculously expensive. Some of these guys have money into this game that could pay off 4 students' worth of student loans. Bean versus Dragon Slayer. Los Temple, popular player. Ooh, man, doesn't break through Hancock's shield in the first hit. Oh, no. Los Temple really should be using the different Tier 12 troops, but I don't hate him for using the Tier 12 HP troops because that tear space is really nice. God, did Hancock just do 400 units of damage? Jesus. Okay, 0 damage. 0 damage. Why are Tier 12 walkers taking 0 damage? Did he already remove all of Dragon Slayer's attack damage? Did Los Temple forget his gear? This hit should do damage. He's only triggered Feral Strength a couple times. 0 damage. There's no Sui going on here. I think Los Temple forgot his gear. Someone find out in guild chat, was Los Temple not wearing his gear? Bean, what a joke. Bean scores huge with Hancock. I mean, Hancock's good, but he's not that good. Oh my god. Oh my god. What was that, Los Temple? That is too funny. Okay. Did Mav says, man, Dom is dominating. Oof. That is all kinds of bad, dude. That is a bad dad joke. Magnum PI said, Mike Gilly slaughtered a Dragon Slayer in Galactic Battle match today. That's right, Win squared off against UN1 today. Was it UN1? Were they a no-show? I was sleeping. Technically, I was in the living room with my baby, but, you know, I want to say that it was supposed to be a close match. I kind of caught reverberations of what happened. Let me double check here. No, it was CAD, and I don't believe they were a complete no-show. They may have had some players. I don't know enough about it to talk more about it. I just want to go back and show you the point lead. FBI has taken the point lead, 1.3 billion to Dom's 1.1 billion. Still extremely close. Still very beginnings of the match. Now, looking at the map, it looks like FBI does have... Oh, man, who's that? 500 million power. Okay, holding the right side stronghold. There is Dom still holding on to it. Dom is putting one-slot busters. I like this. Dom just doing one-slot bust, trying to get those point leads while their opponents do attack the stronghold. Not a bad strategy. In fact, I like the one-slot bust buffer strategy. We'll give that to Dom. I've actually never seen anyone do that. If you know your opponent's going to attack your stronghold, good idea. Throw a bunch of one-slot bust commanders there because you're going to get first strike anyway. If it's an infantry comm, you're probably going to trade well, no matter how much better the research is of your opponent. Dom's has a lady? A heart lady? Oh my god. Oh my god. How many girls are in this guild? Okay. Silent Killer, Garfield, 0. Fat Cat's Raymond. Fat Cat's Raymond. He only put him in there to kill Crimson 9 behemoths. I was like, you know, in our Zentown Heroes chat, we talked about that. But, yeah, it was kind of weird. He still has a 50k Raymond. That's kind of funny. All right, FBI is attacking. That's what's knocking on the door. For those of you wondering, it's two sets of armies, right? So there's these two are fighting, but if this one falls, the one behind it helps out. If this one falls, the one behind it helps out. So these are stacked armies coming at each other. What we're seeing now is Kakarot versus Full Metal. The attacker's on the right-hand side. When Full Metal goes, these are all the guys coming behind him. That's a lot of big, expensive troops. Almost a max leadership Stella. Can't see her gear. Probably the tank Stella build. That's been really good lately. There's a max leadership Rogers. A max leadership Rogers with the new Tier 12 defense troops. Dude, I like those Tier 12 defense troops in the front row, not the back row. Do I have it wrong, though? Yes, I do have it wrong. Those are in the front row. Okay. Sometimes it's the other way because I'm thinking of it subjectively going the opposite direction. Max Full Metal. So that's the clear march. Full Metal followed by Rogers should kill just about anything. You know, and not to say that some offensive comms can't do some weird things, or Gilly can do some weird things. Some penetration. Stella might be able to do something there. Penetration Dragon Slayer, probably. Okay. Captain Lou, Ghost Luck, A Marines. Got some troops out here. A76 Marine, excuse me. But yeah, they're just stacking up, buying time, and just scoring points. So what I'm expecting, let's go check the points. They were at 200 million points apart. FBI still getting the better of it, and it just makes you wonder if those airships are taking the hits and just dishing them right back out. Rogers notoriously not great at trading for points in a one-slot bust formation because of Tyrant Cometh, because of his low attack damage, because it just generally doesn't build around accuracy. Doesn't have any spell damage, but... yeah, I mean, he's still occasionally will get a shot off. A lot of these players do have much higher research than the others, so they can get that extra 200% accuracy no one saw coming. ARP saying all the big players have a maxed Hancock now, and he doesn't take much damage for one-shot busts. That shield is so good. You are so right. Oh, look at this. FBI, 600 million points in the lead. Come on, Dom! You've got 5.5 hours. Don't stop. Give them all you got. Listen, these guys on FBI don't want to win as much as you. If they wanted to win, they would have went to DZG. They would have stayed with CAD. But no, they didn't. Okay? Little pep talk here. They stayed in FBI. They said, I would just give it a shot, see if anybody wants to join us. Their heart's not in it. Okay? And I have no evidence to back that up. I just really wanted to give you guys a pep talk because I need you guys to win this. I think we all need you guys to win this. We're going to have to interview someone from FBI next week to figure out. I think Dr. James speaks good English. We might be able to get him on. That'd be a big interview. Odad was a big interview. Dr. James would be huge. Mavia saying, I better see Dom hitting it hard. I want to see every ship on Dom's side go back to the server with 0 troops left and says, I gave it all I had. I don't want anyone limping back and hitting tiles as soon as they get back. None of that. Now, I like this. Look at this. Los Temple burning on this side of the map. Los Temple, 700 million power. Did he ever respond to my talking trash in World Chat? Probably not. He's probably busy. Probably doesn't give a shit about my opinion. All right, let's see. We got a Fat Cat again, a Bean replay, another Fat Cat. We got a big Skillet replay followed by a Rookie replay. So let's go. As far as the map is concerned, I'll get into replays now, but I'm going to tell you guys what's going on in the map, and then we'll get into the replays, okay? Left side, looks like Dom has successfully held the first wave against FBI. It looks like they are still stacking the 1-slot bus formation. They might get locked out. If they have too many failed marches, they may get locked out. That Rogers is clearing. They are starting to put some dents in them. They've only killed 8. No, more than that. No, 8 plus another in slot 3 troops. Not that many troops, but they are scoring some points there. Remember, if you lose too many troops, you cannot reinforce it. And I think that works on defenders, too. Defenders can't just weenie march too many times. They get locked out, and that means your opponents can just hold it for 15 minutes free. At that point, they only need to hold it for 30 minutes totals. If they get 15 minutes... Is it 15 minutes free? I got to get back in Galactic Battle. Anyway, you get locked out, and your opponents just get to hold it for a period of time. You can't do nothing about it. You just watch the clock. But Dom doing a great job of holding them off. I don't think they're punishing them enough. And when a march comes at you, you need to go and hit that player out. Oh man, this is brutal. Max leadership, Hancock March, Dr. James. That's really the story of this galactic battle. If airships wasn't so good for the last 8-10 seasons, and infantry still got wrecked by airships, how much worse is it now that walkers are so freaking good? Infantry just... All right, real talk. I'm going to get to the replays, I promise. Looks like right side, they're doing the same thing. FBI is attacking, Dom's defending 1-slot bust, and Dom is not attacking FBI. They are holding a swarm over their sides. Right now, FBI definitely is winning the point lead and the aggression style, so FBI has the lead. Okay, I talked to the developers. I want to focus on the infantry tier 12 defense troops. They're very expensive. They literally cost thousands of dollars to unlock that research, and they exist in the game. As a player of the game, you want to know that if they release a troop type, it better be good. It better be damn good, right? It better be like the next big thing. It costs more. You literally have to pay the most amount of money to get there down the infantry tier tech. So if an infantry player goes all the way down that $100,000 research road and hits that troop type and goes into it, they better be able to make any commander the best in the game with those troops and those new gear. What troop is it? If they literally made a tier 12 infantry defense troop just because they gave tier 12 infantry defense to Walker and airship, but had no plans for infantry, that'd be a huge scandal. That's not the case. We're going to find out what those tier 12 defense troops are for. That's what I'm pushing for because I want to see what they can do. The Stella tank build really depends on that tear space damage. I really don't think you can get away from that. Penetration defense troops, maybe, but we'll see. I'm digging down that. I'm digging a hole there, and I think we're going to find something before the end of this Galactic Battle season. Stay tuned to the channel. If you're watching this channel and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. 60% of viewers are subscribed. The other 40%, I don't know who you guys are. I don't know if YouTube recommends the video and you pop in and see me in a goofy hat and glasses and think, is this guy for real? Well, the answer is yes, I am for real. Thanks for coming back. Hope you're enjoying the show. Let's get into the replays. All right. Exostalker says, the time of infantry is coming. We've been saying that for like 5 years. Okay. Bean Lost Temple. Big Skillet got the number 4 replay. Don't forget to donate. Get your free magazines. Not free. Big Skillet's Hubarian. I know Big Skillet's been working on the Hubarian build. Backstab. Nice shot, Big Skillet. Get some points there. A lot of points there. But he has the potential to lose a lot, too. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Luckily, the bomb didn't go off. Shockwave didn't go off. Gemini? Got it. Okay. So he loses some. Probably scored a little more than his opponent. Little money. Damn, I'm getting low on those. All right, I'll give you more than normal, but I'm still getting low on medals. Okay. Fat Cat's second replay. Here we go. Oh, Fat Cat pulled out his golem. We were just talking about him. One shot. Bam. Oh, here comes the tear space. Doesn't kill them all, though. Doesn't kill them all. Yeah. Came out short. Don't break down. Don't break down. Don't Gemini. Don't Gemini. Only kills one. Not so bad. That wasn't so bad. Is he awakening? Probably not. Maybe just that Vega just doesn't have very high attack damage. Breakdown's nasty combo. Nasty. Was his breakdown max level? I didn't see. All right, next replay. Guys, first replay of the night. Rookie versus Los Temple. I wonder if Los Temple's wearing his gear in this one. Hello, Hubarian. This is bad. Full Metal is going to tear Hubarian apart. Oh, no. He can remove the counter move. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh, goodness. Rookie shared the replay, though, so he has to... Yeah, Rookie's Full Metal, that's why. Yeah, I was like, he has to win. And that's because he's a Full Metal. Oh, man, that's a lot of damage, dude. Full Metal doing that much damage. This is the tank build. Los Temple's running Hubarian tank builds. Gotta be. That's why he's running the tier 12 HP troops. Taurus, Awakening. Only kills 100 there. Watch the tear space. 1,700 on the tear space damage. My big head's in the way. Okay. Apparently, Magnum PI says Los Temples has a Dragon Slayer that's even better than his Hubarian. He didn't have a chance to square off against him. Well, if you're wondering what he can do, this is it. Another Taurus, Awakening, Steam Cannon, removes all the buffs. That Steam Cannon removes Hubarian's counter move, right? Can't buff himself. Removes his counter move, which is his shield. Removes any Pisces. I mean, at the end of the day, Los Temples just needs to dodge. He needs to dodge like crazy. But Full Metal's hitting those Tauruses, so... Oh, it's a beatdown. All right, we'll fast forward it. Man, I would love to save this clip. How do I save this clip? YouTube used to make it so easy to save clips, and now I can't. Ah, man. All right, maybe create highlight video. Oh, sweet. Okay. All right, we're going to fast forward this and then hopefully have this for reference later. Oh, sweet. Okay, guys, give me a second as I figure this out. All right, so we want to go unlisted. Hubarian. Well, you know what? We can start it over if we really want to. Rookie Full Metal versus Los Temple Hubarian. That's an absolute beatdown. I don't know why I need to save that. I really don't need to. We kind of expected that. Let's see. You know what? That didn't work so well. Okay, let's try this. All right. Okay. All right, bear with me, guys. Sorry about this. Okay. All right. Let's see. So it's going to be Rookies Full Metal versus Los Temple Hubarian. And I'm going to make it unlisted, and let's just see what happens. Does that work? Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. All right. I don't know if it worked or not. It says uploading. Okay, fine. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Did I miss anything? Where are you at now? FBI locked out. Lock them out. The beginning of the end has started. So, okay. Nick is saying that FBI has successfully locked out Dom. The one slot bus strategy ultimately didn't score them enough points, and also they are going to be locked out. So 26 minutes begins. Dom is now able to attack to get them locked out, but Max Gilly, the badass build. 66. Is that Bingo 66? I don't remember their names. The Chinese players' names, I got to rememorize them. I don't know the characters well enough. 2 Max Leadership Rogers. One of them has Tier 12 attack troops. That's interesting. 3 Rogers. AMG. Former Star member, AMG. Wow. 5. So, I mean, honestly, one decent Full Metal could crush through all that, to be fair. You know. Rookie. Where's that Full Metal at? We just saw him. Rookie, throw that Full Metal out there. I want to see that replay. See how many he can clear. Very cool. As I say that, I'm going to check that most recent replay. Let's see what happens. Man. I wonder if he crushed through one of the Rogers and then got into him again. It's been 4 minutes. We were watching that replay for a while. Yeah. And he breaks through again. So that's the power of that Full Metal. Half March still breaks through a max player's Rogers. That's really amazing if you think about it. These players, that Rogers player probably has 200,000 in the game or more, right? The troops alone, and the gear, and the research. I mean, it's crazy. And then to be able to do it with a half March from Full Metal, a Walker comm against an airship comm, Full Metal, absolutely amazing. Hancock, amazing. Elf, amazing. Walkers have it good right now. They really do. Airships, Rogers, Vega, good. What infantry have? Gilly. Tank Stella, not even that good. It's like A plus build. Okay, what were we doing again? All right. Me getting all salty on camera, talking into my mug. Gilly. Ugh. Okay. Big Skillet versus E2D. Okay, low risk, just scoring points. Listen, this march here by Big Skillet, it's like, why is he not sending troops in 3 and 6? It's because he's trying to score points. He could send a full march, but he knows that if he ran into a max leadership, Rogers or Elf, he's in serious trouble. So there's no point in like sacrificing his whole army in case he's not sure what's coming, right? So it's a safe march. Puts out 2 slots, front and back row, gets a couple shots off. Depends on what happens, but he should always do well here. It's a safe march. You saw SR1 utilizing this a lot last week. Earlier this week? No, last week. Just a good build. Good solid replay there. Sprain's got one for us. Gilly with the tier 12 HP troops. Tear space build. This Vega just didn't want to commit. He just wasn't a full march. I wonder if Sprain was jumping around hitting ships and found this Vega defending on someone's Ark. I don't know. Maybe might have found it in the capital, but not a big enough march for most capital fights, you would think. All right, Kark versus Dr. James. Let's see what Dr. James brought to play with. Kark just posted 2 of these. Kark, max leadership Rogers? Who is Kark? How come I didn't know who this is? Oh my God, my boyfriend's here. Blackheim, how's it going, sweetie? Okay. Who's Kark? Is this guy new? Did someone change his name? Who is this guy? Is he a player that just bought an account, or am I just naive? Okay, I like this guy, Kark. We need to get to know this guy better. Is it time for another Zentown Heroes episode? Whenever there's a new player I don't know about, remember Captain Harlock? I was like, who is this guy? We got to find this guy. Ultimately, it turns into meeting more players and bringing more players into the community. So it's a good thing. If anyone knows this Kark guy, let me know. I want to find out who this guy is. Max Leadership Rogers, no joke. Very expensive. Dr. James, why are you not beating Kark? You're supposed to win with this Hancock build. Okay, so let's see. Now remember, Hancock loses to Rogers if Rogers has the new skill trigger pants. Because Hancock will eventually just remove all of Rogers' defense and his attack, and he has his tear space damage. But even though that tear space damage will eventually kill Hancock, with the new... Rogers' defense stance has an 80% trigger rate. That is not 100%. And more often than not, Rogers will go an entire round totally immune to damage. But not forever. And we've seen 6 10-minute replays where Rogers will go around and he doesn't have his defense stacked fully up. So he'll have 90% damage reduction. And then in that moment, Hancock's will one-shot him. And that's how Hancock beats Rogers. Right? It's just this weird battle of attrition where Rogers is invulnerable but hits like a baby. And then Hancock is vulnerable all the time, but he's lowering his opponent's defense and he has a shield. So depending on the troops, he can even buff his own shield. But now with the new skill trigger pants, Rogers can go 100% trigger rate, which means 4 out of 6, he will always get it, which means Hancock no longer counters Rogers, which is the way it should be. Let's just be very clear. Like, I like that Hancock could beat Rogers, because I do hate Rogers, but Hancock's too good. To be able to beat everyone doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. Kark's a player from 719's K9s and Hit. Okay. I'm going to try and save that clip too and then move on to the next one. I'm expecting Rogers to lose this. I'm sorry, Rogers to win this, right? Yeah, fast forward, Rogers wins. Excellent. Okay. And let's see if I can reload this. Okay, bear with me, guys. All right, going to check the points on Fire's recommendation. He says, check the points. I got a free release commander. We went up to do that. 7 billion to 7.1 billion. Dom has now taken the lead. Excellent. I wonder if that has anything to do with Kark and Rookie. Obviously, yes, it should be. That's a very stupid statement. I just want to see more Rookies Full Metal. That's so cool. Okay. Let's see. Create highlight. Let's see. Okay, bear with me, guys. I am figuring out this Clippy thing. And there. Okay. Kark Rogers versus Dr. James Hancock. Sweet. I love the new Insta clips. These clips are so good because when I go back and analyze commanders later and talk about the meta and like news, when I talk about the news and stuff, people want to see what the heck I'm talking about. I can't just assume everyone knows how well Rogers does against Hancock now. I just can't. I need that replay. And it's a video. I have video. I should be able to give people what they want. Dom has a 200 million point lead. Okay, let's take a look at the battlefield before we get into any more sweet replays. Man, we are getting some good replays today. These are good replays. Okay. And it's so hard to get these good replays. Players don't want to show off their commanders in peak contests. They've been hiding them. Look at this. FBI moving into Dom territory. Dom is spread out a bit. London's fog. She's burning. Guys, protect the princess. This is not good. London's fog. Get somewhere safe. 64 million power. London's fog has grown tremendously since her first episode of Pimp My Ark. Oh my God. Oh my God. London's fog, only captain in the universe to have 2 episodes of Pimp My Ark. And probably is going to get the first revisit back to Where Are They Now? Should we do that? I thought about doing that. There's Fire Ship. Okay, good man. Magnum PI showing off the emojis. That's right. If you're a $5 member sub, you get the emojis for the live stream chat. I haven't updated those in a while. I should update those. Those are fun and dumb, and I've got all the commanders ready to go. It limits me to 12, I think, so I don't have all the commanders, but I could have them all. I have all the thumbnails made. I made all these thumbnails. It took me hours and hours and hours. And then I went to upload them all. They're like, oh, limit 12. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why? Why is there a limit, YouTube? Is it taking up data? You know, I don't know. Okay. Dom has a ship on the line. Remember, one of the best strategies to a aggressive offense is to match it with equal aggression, so that players can't just sit back and cherry pick speed hit people as the map is revealed. If they are constantly in fear of being hit themselves, they have to use those commanders to defend themselves. Many players only have one made commander, so if you force them to be defending themselves and checking their side of the map, they can't just be speed hitting everyone on the other side of the map. So good strategy is a little bit of offense to match offense. Dom just jumped 350 million points. All right, so let's take a look at the timers, then we'll get back into the replays. You know, the one problem about having all these replays is saving them from the YouTube Live is I'll just be sitting here talking while I'm trying to watch the replay the second time around. I'm going to have to mute my own voice. Mysterious Warrior, max leadership, Mysterious Warrior. Get me that replay. If anyone sees that Mysterious Warrior replay or any max leadership comms replay, get what data you can, save it, send it to me. 3 to 4 minutes is all we really need. Yeah, if you find a good replay, please save it. Please, please, please. Okay. FBI is going for the main as well. Dom is to spread out. Uh-oh. Sorry, I wasn't checking the timers. I was thinking how important it is to... Oh, Dom is still holding. Rookie! That Medusa. That was in Replay of the Week. That was his Medusa from Replay of the Week. That's funny. That was on today's episode. I named the video, what, Rookie Mistake? That was such a dumb joke. It's like it's a dad joke built into a video title. Did you guys realize that? Rookie Mistake? You thought it was a good play on words? No, it was a dad joke. It was a bad one, too. I feel filthy about it. Okay, but I'll feel better if no one noticed. All right, so let's see what we can get. We got to look for those big player names. I'll throw this replay up. I said we'll look for the big player names, and I throw up the Gan versus Brave replay. Gan, what have you done to Brave? Brave is a great community member. Always helps me out with events and data and statistics and news and stuff. Especially during the month I was gone, he was helping keeping me up. So big shout out to Brave, amazing guy. Cassiopeia does nothing for him against maybe Sniper. No, it doesn't do anything. Man, Gan's full. Look at that. He does lose 400 units in slot 1. Did I misread that? Kark versus 66. Hello. Kark versus 66. Get the save Clippy ready. Ah, he's missing troops. Okay. Hancock versus Rogers. Still, this Rogers only has 5 out of 6 slots. Could be in risk of not going fully damage immune. Kark shared the replay, so I'm expecting it went well. And it should. It should go well, because he should only need 4 out of 5 to trigger if he has 100% trigger rate because of the pants. Let's go ahead and fast forward it. Boom. Time's out. times out? The tear space damage alone from Rogers should eventually worn Hancock down. How is that possible? We got to rewatch that. That is a strange replay. That might have been a mistake. Sometimes the replays don't share exactly the right data because it gets corrupted, because the replay is not saved as a video. The replay is saved as data, and then the video actually renders on your device individually. So all the videos should always be identical when they render out in the game engine, but technically the data can be corrupted and you can get a weird replay like that. I don't know if that's the case. It should be, because just the tear space damage on Rogers alone should have done it. Oh, look at that. The new tier 12 walkers. How cool. Oh, they're cool looking. I don't think I've ever seen them. Have I seen them? Maybe. All right. Sprain. Looks like he's going one shot through this Hancock. Not enough to kill him. That's really disappointing, man. Hancock is so powerful. Are you serious? Those tier 12 defense troops, for real, though. Gilly has to trigger nonviolent resistance. Otherwise, yeah, it's not going to do anything. Crouton Bomb saying, how long is a max tier 12 timed out replay? Depending on your replay rate on your device, if you can get the max FPS, I think it could be 10 minutes. It might be 20 minutes. It might be 20 minutes. You're right. I know I've had replays 15 minutes plus, and there could have been some lag there. Yeah, 20 minutes might be right. All right, Sprain doing well here. I mean, I don't think he did that bad. He definitely got a big shot off there. Nice replay there. Big Skillet's got another one for us. Dr. James versus Big Skillet. Is it Huberian? No, Dragon Slayer, one slot bust. Could be big. Get it. Crushing blow. Shockwave. Oh! Good night. Almost kills them all. Look at that. Very interesting. Notice the tier 12 defense troops has the exact same amount as these troops here. The defense stat on the tier 12 defense troop had 0 effect on Shockwave. That is very important. Why does the defense stat have 0 effect on the Shockwave? Because the Shockwave is spell damage. Dragon Slayer's Shockwave is not affected by your opponent's defense stat. That's one of those things that is important. And I will remember it for about 48 hours. And then in the next live stream, I will forget it and act like it's the first time I've ever heard it. Dragon Slayer is so good, man. Nice shot, Big Skillet. Well done. Good hit. Way to score. All right, Magic XTR versus unknown Chinese player. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Is that Chinese? It looks maybe like, I don't know, Thai or Filipino. They have different characters. Elf with 2 out of 6 slots. That is not a good elf march because, well, I guess it's okay. Elf can do that. She can do that. She's not like Rogers, who needs to have all slots triggering, or Hancock. She can just do 1 or 2 slots, get some curses off. She won't really benefit from her heal, just curse damage. Should do okay here. Will lose, though. Magic XTR sharing a losing replay. Any donations to this replay will go to his opponent. Even though he may have outscored him in points, the medals you get for being given gifts after sharing a replay go to your opponent if you lose. Shockwave is also not affected by damage reduction. Isn't the initial hit affected by damage reduction? I feel like that one I've gone back and forth on. All right, let's see. Los Temple versus Dom's Doberman. Uh-oh. Doberman. Annihilator Ray gets the score. Nicely done. Get some points. Do what you can, no matter the size of your arc. You know, get out there, land some of those. He does give up some points here, but he does kill more than he gives up. So, well done. Good for you, Doberman. Get out there, get a little dirty. Like I said earlier, no Dom player walks home unburning. Everyone on fire. Hospital's full. No excuses. All right, let's go back to... I was going to say let's do the list. This list is so poorly done. You know, I wish there was like a little thing right here that said like tier 12 versus tier 12 or tier 12 versus tier 1, so you knew exactly what was, at least a preview of the images. I wish there was a way to rate replays, right? So that players watch it can rate each replay, and that would move them up. And it tells you how many ratings they have. And anything with less than 3 ratings is automatically under 3 stars. I don't know. There's got to be a way to do it. Anyway, Outrider versus 3 Chinese character name. Let's see. Outrider's Plasma build. Is this that badass Plasma? No. Ned's Plasma. Was it Ned's? Yeah, was it Ned? I think it was Ned. Ned had this awesome Plasma build. Boom. No. Not that hard. 2584. Not killing that many. It is tier 9. Is going to get his money's worth out of this Plasma for sure. Probably could have hit a bit harder. You got to have a lot of HP on plasma. You need that Valkyrie helm. You need double Titans on plasma. No doubt about it. Pickle Rick saying the original strike is affected by damage reduction. Yeah, and then any damage from the shockwave is not affected by damage reduction. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense because damage reduction should work on all damage, right? It doesn't say melee damage reduction or combat damage reduction. Our developers really need to identify 4 different types of combat damage. Okay, Melt needs to make a video about damage. And you might say, well, what are you going to talk about? I'm going to talk about straight up melee combat damage, all right? That's the kind of damage you do when your skill slot goes and shoots and then boom, you hit the slot. That is what I like to call classic melee damage, whatever you like. I spelled melee with 2 L's. The second is true strike damage. True strike is amazing because the limitations of true strike are that you cannot have it assisted. Melee damage you can have assisted with guaranteed hit skills and stuff like that. True strike, like Ghost Cannon, the only thing that helps it is accuracy. That's it. That's your best chance. And then when it hits, it ignores all of your opponent's defense stats, including strength and weaken effect. It breaks through everything, even Hancock's shield, except Roger's defensive shield, right? Roger's defensive shield reduces all damage. It is reduced by damage reduction, I believe. So there's the melee damage. There's the true strike damage. There's the spell damage, which is like Elf's Curse. Oh, I should also add in true strike. That includes Reinhardt's Thorns, right? Reinhardt's Thorns is a true strike damage. Or Rocket's Thorns if you watch last week's, or Energy Armor if you watch last week's video of Replay of the Week. Spell damage, Elf. Dragon Slayer is weird because her first hit is a melee strike followed by spell damage. Awakening is pure combat damage on the first slot and the other slots. It is so strange how the developers decide how to do that damage. I guess it makes sense. You know, it's not like it's easy to understand, but you would just think that like Dragon Slayer's strike would be combat damage through and through. Otherwise, it's just so powerful, right? It's just so powerful. All right, what am I missing? Melee strike, true strike damage, spell damage. There's another type of damage out there. There's unique damage, right? There is tear space. Tear space damage is technically, is it a true strike? Because it does ignore strength and weakened effect. It is affected by stats though. The more HP, the more you can get out of it. I would say there's an other category, and I'd have to really dig back into true strike. I'm sorry, tear space, to know exactly what its limitations are. I suspect that tear space might be true strike. I'm thinking because where does that not fall into play? Where does tear space not work? No, maybe it is a true strike. It is. Crit damage, right? Melee and crit damage. I didn't even think about that. Crit damage and how it scales. Melt damage. I'm the only one that causes melt damage. That and my wife. And lack of sleep. Okay, let's get back into some replays here. If anyone thinks of any more combat damage, definitely there's melee, spell damage, and then true strike damage for sure. Let's see, FBI versus Who's Your Daddy? Oh, Clever's got a replay. Oh, look at these new Tier 12 airship troops. These look badass. Do they look good enough to be the most powerful ships in the galaxy, most expensive ships? Listen, if you can build a metal Twinkie and charge $40,000 for it, you're doing something right. And welcome to Ark of War. All right, so 66 versus Droid Crusher. Dev said tear space is spell damage. Is it, though? I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like tear space is spell damage. Because spell damage can't break strength and weaken. So it would be his own thing if that was true. Hancock's shield. Hancock's shield isn't damage, though, right? Yeah, and there's so many things about like true strike damage depending on the type, right? There's defensive true strike. Reinhardt's shield, if you shoot at him and he dodges, I believe the shield still triggers, right? They didn't change that. So you're able to rip someone down with his thorns even if they miss. I know that's how Rocket's armor used to work. Droid Crusher, huge Roger. Sorry, I'm like sitting here thinking about that last question, not really getting into it. 66 Hancock. What a monster. Hancock really is the commander that we knew was great. Like, let's be totally honest. We had no doubt Hancock was great. We started seeing weird things about Hancock and thought, God, he's so good as a utility comm. You can just send a minor margin. Wow, he can really do some crazy things. But with Max leadership, oh man, he's so hard to move. Which makes me wonder, is Hubarian the same as Hancock? We're just months behind. We know that Hubarian, with a low-risk riposte counter-strike or counter-move march, could be really good. The difference is Hubarian doesn't have those defense stats like Hancock does. He can't just lower his opponent's damage and take some hits along the way. Hubarian literally has that 40% trigger rate. Is it 40% or 60%? 60% for the counter move, 30% for the guaranteed hit skill. It's not enough. If you trigger it with Andromeda and Pisces, maybe, but he can still be one shot. If you do like a straight up tank build with penetration, max leadership Hubarian. I think Big Skillet's onto something there. And I remember saying that when he first came out. Max defense build with the defense troops is supposed to be the way Hubarian's built, I believe, with the new gear. That's what they probably wanted. I'm going to be going down that rabbit hole. I think Big Skillet is too. If we have to collaborate, share data, we'll do it. I don't think there's any content creators in our Ark of War community that don't want to see this data unfolded. There's no shortage of effort being put in by many creators that we can share that around. That's the one thing I really do like about this community is everyone's kind of on board with, growth. Everybody wants to see the channels grow, the Ark of War channel grow, the game grow. It's not like EVE Online where we're all like struggling and fighting and playing petty games. We all want to see what Hubarian can do. So yeah. Hancock has too many counters to be the new King Kong. I mean, yeah, Hancock. Blackheim saying Fabian hits hard like Hancock. Fabian can really start stacking hers up. We just haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the good replays. I kind of gave up on Project Fabian when Hubarian came out. I didn't revisit her. I should. Anyway, let's take a look at the map. I feel like something has stopped. Something stopped. Go back to the playoffs. 45 minutes in, they may have a base. 14 billion to 14 billion. Extremely close. FBI is in the lead. They both have all their strongholds for the time. Let's see. FBI, 2 minutes left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 60 seconds of time. If FBI sends 2 more ships to that base, then they will automatically win. There is 2 sets of arrows, assuming they get there. FBI has successfully taken the left-hand side. There's nothing Dom can do unless they can pop the ships that already have armies in there. Same story for the right-hand side. 6, 9, 12, 15. On the right-hand side, the same story. Guys, this galactic battle is coming to an end in the next 2 minutes. Resistance saying, Ark replays melt. Go to like 10 views. You won't be upset. I swear if it's a Ranger replay. I'm going to throw this on, and then we'll do an outro to talk about how this match fell apart. Okay, I'm going to watch the London's Fog replay first. London's Fog, what do you got for us? Oh, no! She gets a name out there. She does lose, so she doesn't get any points. Don't donate to this, because Bingo will just get the points. That is Bingo, I believe. London's Fog's Mia. The sexiest, sassiest commander in the universe. Mia. Oh, God. Okay. Kark versus 66. Here we go. A little bit beat down. Dragon Slayer with the tier 12 defense troops. 164. That's the number I want to remember. 164. Oh, big hit. Okay. Does quite a bit of damage. Okay. Why is Dragon Slayer using the tier 12 defense troops? That is the question. Gemini. Virgo. Crushing Blow. Shockwave. Big hit here. This should hit really hard. Of course, the defense stance is there. He would have done better with tier 12 attack troops. Okay. I don't like this march by 66. This is, I like it because it goes against all the rules. It shouldn't work. Are we going to see something we didn't expect? Dragon Slayer should not beat Rogers at this point. Rogers will be totally immune to damage by the 5th slot. This is GG. Rogers should have the win here. Yeah, 0 damage. Okay. That's what we expect. Nothing weird yet. 66 should be running a penetration build. I think he is, because he has killed quite a few troops in that first slot. Makes sense. You really need the tier 12 attack troops if you're running penetration, because that extra damage really goes a long way and scales better. Tier 12 defense troops don't have that. You give up the attack for defense. Dragon Slayer has no skills that benefit defense. So you're min-maxing the wrong stat. Crushing Blow, Shockwave. 0 damage. Okay, well, this is a beatdown. Absolutely sad. This is one of those marches where you kind of have to assume that 66 wasn't running, expecting to run into Rogers, probably. Crouton Bomb saying Full Metal is a decent counter to Hancock. Absolutely, yeah. Full Metal removes... Well, if Full Metal with Cassiopeia, right? Cassiopeia can do some partial defense against the debuff, but then you can also remove Hancock's shield right away. I don't know about that. Decent. Maybe decent is the right word. Decent Hancock, yeah. Dom's prepping to concede. GG. Absolutely great game. I like Dom's strategy. They came out. They knew they were going to be outgunned. I didn't know they were going to be outgunned. I kind of assumed. I wasn't sure how stacked FBI was going to be. I didn't expect to see Dr. James, but I also didn't expect to see Kark. So Los Temple came out. Big showing there. 66 bingo, of course. Dom kind of conceded sight of their towers and went for the one slot bust and just tried to get a nice point lead going. They really didn't have enough success in that strategy. And as it fell apart, so did the rest of the match. But, you know, it was a good strategy. Good showing by both sides. Didn't see a lot of jumping going on, but like I said, that's one of those hard things to monitor. Didn't see a lot of sweeping going on. It was almost felt like a very straightforward pawn rush, like two players pushing up the map. Resistance saying there's a full Rogers versus Hancock below that. Oh, that's the one you wanted me to see. Okay, cool. Let's try that. All right. Kark versus 66. This is the one. This is the one. Here we go. Kark versus 66 before the match closed. Well, we got another hour, at least a half hour. Yes, this is it. Okay, Max Rogers by Kark versus 66 Hancock. The 66 Hancock does have troops missing in slot 2 and 3. Decent hit and immunity. Terror space is absorbed by Hancock's shield. Okay. Okay. Jerome saying thanks for the video. You're welcome. That's why we do this. We save it into the archives. Let people come back and watch. See what season 10 was all about. Fat Cat saying once we got locked out of the Vision Tower, we couldn't hold their stronghold anymore. There you go. All right, what do we expect here? Well, Rogers should not be hard to make immune. All right, should be on the 4 slot. Should see another defensive stance here. Decent hits by Hancock. Defensive stance. Okay. Misses. It's got enough dodge. If you can dodge Rogers, then that forces him to rely on Tyrant Cometh and Scorpio and Gemini for guaranteed hit. That could turn this into a very long fight. Very long fight. There is the Gemini. Okay, that's good. Most Rogers skimp on the Gemini Scorpio. Okay, there's the hit. Immunity. He's got to break the Hancock shield down. Once the Hancock shield's down, then basically Hancock starts losing troops and can't recover them. Rogers, obviously, when loses troops, he can't recover them either, but he'll be able to go damage immune, while Hancock cannot. He will be able to remove the attack, but he won't be able to stop the terror space. Rogers' defensive stack stops the damage and terror space. Hancock's feral strength only stops the damage, not the terror space. Dom conceded the match, guys, for those of you that are watching this replay with me. GG, Dom. Well done. London's Fog, so much fun. Fat Cat, Dom conceded. Thanks, guys, for sticking it out. It's nice to have the players from the guild fighting it out in the chat. Crouton Bomb. Not Crouton Bomb. Fire. I keep thinking Crouton Bomb because he keeps saying fire. Okay. Does anyone have any concerns that Hancock might do something special here? Because I'm guessing whatever Hancock was going to do, he did it in the first round. Rogers is now immune to damage. So at this point, I think he got about 300 or 400 troops, and that's the end of it. Let's fast forward and see what happens. And that's the end of it. Yeah. Oh, it times out, though. Interesting. Very interesting. Looks like Hancock kept his shield in the background. That tear space damage just isn't enough to break through Hancock's shield. That is so funny. Remember, tear space is like a true strike. It just can't crit and go up and destroy that shield. Tear space versus Hancock's shield. That is so funny. You would not think Hancock's shield would be so successful against a max leadership Rogers with tear space. But the HP build with those tier 12 HP troops. All right. Well, GG. Well done. Did I miss any great replays? I feel like we got a couple of good ones in there. Let's see if I can save that one just in case. Create highlight video. Let's go back to... right here. Sorry, guys. YouTube is a little sketchy with this thing. It's not the best. Right there. Okay. So it's Kark Rogers versus 66 Hancock unlisted. I'd like to save that data. Useful data. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Bingo sharing a replay with Big Skillet. Let's see what he has to say about Big Skillet's performance. Uh-oh. You never want to have Bingo sharing a replay against you. Uh-oh. Big Skillet with the miss. Doesn't get the crushing blow. Doesn't get the shockwave. He has another chance. Sagittarius. Crushing blow. Give me the shockwave. Shockwave. Here we go. This is a good hit. This is a good hit. Uh-oh. That shield. Oh, no. Big Skillet. What a letdown. Oh, no. I wanted that so bad. I think I wanted it too much and I cursed him. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Well, that was a good way to end it. Guys, good live stream. Unfortunately, Dom loses. They made it to the round of 8. Incredible showing for Dom. I believe they made it to the round of 8 last time too, though. But they have a different build, a different guild, different composition this time around. Dom, definitely the guild to watch on the English channels. Win and Dom both, the two premier English-speaking guilds, primarily English-speaking. We have our Asian players too, of course. Asian guilds also have their English players. A bit of a balance in all parts of the galaxy. But Dom and Win alike are both primarily English-playing guilds. So they have players such as... I shouldn't say that because I know there's such a long list. You saw all the players tonight. London's Fog is there, and the Princess is gone. That's too bad. All that's left are the biggest knights in the galaxy, the biggest players, the biggest wallets, the biggest whales. Absolute warfare. Let me go back to this screen here. Let's show what we're doing for next week. I won't be live streaming anymore this week. Just next week. It's going to be DZG versus QQQ. DZG, the resident favorite there. I'm sorry. DZG hasn't played yet. They will be playing QQQ. They should win that. FBI will beat Dom, and they will play probably FBI versus DZG. That's going to be a huge match. The two Asian guilds, the two major Asian guilds. On the right side of the bracket, Win versus TFC. TFC still has Healthy Planet. He hasn't went back to DZG yet. So, it is possible that DZG and TFC could face off in the finals if TFC beats Win. I believe DZG and TFC are on the same server, which is very interesting because that means all of the top 1 and 2 rewards are going to go to one planet. And all the players in F and DZG that had to leave and give up their spot for the new migrators to take their spot to compete in Galactic Battle, they feel left out. They want those top rewards. But if TFC gets second place, all the players that had to concede their spot to the higher players can pick up second place rewards if TFC wins. So it sucks for the rest of the galaxy, right? Because no one except that planet gets 1 and 2 rewards. But as a consolation for the DCG players who drop down, they can still get second place rewards. So that's kind of cool. And also not good because TFC can move players around to stack the bracket. So, yeah, I don't want to get into that. They're doing the best they can with migration. They locked migration this season. To stop that, they do lock server moving on Sunday so players can't jump guilds. There's only so much they can do. I hope all of Dom's med bays are full. You guys put out an incredible performance. Way to go this Galactic Battle Season 10. You should be definitely proud of yourselves. You guys brought in some great talent. Definitely put out some great quality replays. And what can you do? I mean, you're matched up against the best guilds in the world at this point, FBI. No shame in losing to them. and they put out a great performance. GAN 66, bingo, unbelievable. Okay, I missed anything. Melt, scroll up. What do I see? Melt, see capital letters more. Okay, Raptor, I will scroll up. What did I miss? Before you leave, say shout out to Raptor from 210. There you go. Jesus. 1210. I think I said it wrong. Rose 889. That's Anubis Rose. How you doing? You're welcome, Rose. Kark's a lot of max replays at 2 views. Would you like me to screen record 4 minutes of them? Resistance, if you did that, I would greatly appreciate it. Especially if they're new replays. If I didn't get it. If it's Rogers versus Hancock, we already have it. Any max leadership replays are always appreciated. Always. And if you want to go above and beyond, message the players and say, what gear was that player using? Give me a screen grab. Because you can still see that weeks after the battle. You can just go to your replays, save them there. Okay. Elizabeth, Ark of War, saying, I'm calling Luna out on that free release. Exostalker says he's got a Mysterious Warrior replay. That's gold. Exostalker, please, if you don't do anything in this world for the rest of your life, make sure that you get that Mysterious Warrior replay. That makes 0 sense. Okay, listen. Get that replay. Gilly vs. Rogers, I want to see that. That could be definitely a gear-based thing. Warpgate, free release. To end the stream, call it out. Commanders C and D are most likely contenders. Calling a B commander is not a great idea. Cannot get any A command or S commanders. Could get an A commander. I'm not going to ship out a prize. I'm not. I'm behind on shipping as it is. This is strictly for bragging rights. You guessed the commander that came out of the Warpgate. I'm very big about being ahead of my workload, and right now I'm not in shipping because of the coronavirus and just baby and stuff. So call out the commander. You get bragging rights and add it to your repertoire of wins. I think Blackheim has like 3 wins, 3 proper guesses, and I think he did it off the back of Kakarot and Nekajiro. Nekajiro for sure. Nekajiro wins the most. My God. If you save any videos, upload them to YouTube first and then share them to me. That way I don't have to download the entire video and share it myself. If you just upload it to YouTube right away, make it unlisted. Don't say it's for kids only. Otherwise, I cannot save it. Just say it's not for kids. It doesn't matter. You're not monetizing it. There's no money in it. Even if your videos get 5,000 views and you have all your ads turned on, you're at most going to make like $8 to $10. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's not worth it. Okay. Pickle Rick calling out Soda Man. We don't call him Drunk Boy. It's Soda Man. But we all know if you read the flavor text, it's Beer Man. It's Beer Man. All right. Is that everyone's? Do we have everyone's guesses here? I'm missing. Who am I missing? Fire. London's Fog's got Bullet. Blackheim's got Fabian. Raptor's got Bullet. Rose has got Neko. Bullet. Eastwood, Cohen, Neko. Jahomey, you were supposed to be gone. He's saying Cohen. It's not going to be Cohen. Chris Hill with the Mary. How dare you? How dare you, sir? All right, here we go with the release, guys. 3, 2, 1. Mary. Ah, it's Kakarot. It's Shark Week here on the Ark of War channel. All right. Okay, that was fun. I made a meme. I wasn't really meant to be a meme, but I needed something for a video a long time ago, and I needed it to say no. And I was like, well, what can I do? I need a commander. And I was like, I guess I could do something like this. Every once in a while, if you watch Meme Review or some of the other shows, you'll see this pop up. And it's just this weird thing I made. Kakarot's face. I don't know. It's good for a video drop. Anyway, that's the end of the live stream for now, guys. Thank you all for coming and supporting this stream. I think we averaged 100 viewers consistently, which is probably the most we've ever had in the channel. The state of Ark of War, the state of the community, the state of this channel, absolute growth in all directions. And that's a huge thing. You hate seeing things fall apart. You hate seeing views drop. You hate seeing players quit. In the Galactic Battle Playoffs, we're seeing more and more interaction between all of the gaming community, which is awesome. Totally fun to be a part of. That's it, guys. That's the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. My name is Melt. Who called there? Oh, I'm sorry. Who got Kakarot right? Who got Kakarot right? Resistance? Oh, I gotta go film Meme Review. So Resistance. I swear, Resistance and Bringer, I always get them mixed up. Unbelievable. One of them was supposed to marry one of the sweet ladies in our community. Who was it? Ducky. What happened to Ducky? Did Resistance and Ducky ever get together? Or was that Bringer? Bringer and Ducky. I tried to ship them a while back. I don't know if it worked out. All right. I really got to get back to family stuff, guys. It's been a pleasure.